Are you thinking about getting into real estate, or maybe you're in the process of getting your license? If so, I do not want you to be one of the 87% of new realtors that quit in the first year or two. And I'm sure you don't want that either. But did you notice that I said quit and not fail? The reason that agents fail is only because they quit. So stick around to the end of this video where you're going to learn what I believe are the 5 things that you need to succeed in real estate in your first year. If we haven't met before, my name is Jen Percival and I help women start, grow, and scale a wildly successful real estate business without using any tactics that make you feel icky. If that's something that appeals to you, make sure you hit that subscribe button and don't forget the bell beside it to get notified each time I post a new video. All right, the first thing that all new realtors need to have is the right mindset. And that might sound cliche, but it's more true than ever in this business. When you've got self-limiting beliefs that you're not enough, or that you don't have what it takes, or that you don't deserve success, or that wanting money makes you greedy, or that you have to sacrifice everything and work really hard to be successful, when you've got those beliefs, they get stored in an unconscious part of your brain, and you're completely unaware of them. The problem is that 80 to 90% of the decisions that we make and the actions that we take come from that subconscious part of your brain. What kind of actions do you think you're going to take to grow your business if you subconsciously believe that you don't have what it takes? Probably not the right ones, right? However, we can rewire those unhealthy neural networks in your brain and kind of remove those self-limiting beliefs for good and replace them with new beliefs that serve you. And what happens when you're taking actions from a place that genuinely believes that you've got what it takes and that you're worthy and that you deserve success? Well, nothing is going to hold you back, and you certainly won't quit. Which brings me to the second reason many new agents quit in their first year. And that is that many agents get into this business and they don't set themselves up for success from day one because they kind of come into it with unrealistic expectations. Now, you might get lucky if you're getting into this business with a kind of really big social network of people that know you and like you and trust you, and they happen to be in a place in their life where they're actively buying and selling real estate around you, then you might have kind of a less steep hill to climb. But that, unfortunately, is not the lucky position that most new agents find themselves in. And the first thing you can do to set this career up for success is to have realistic expectations. Nothing is going to get you packing your bags faster with your tail between your legs and going back to your old safe job faster than unrealistic expectations. Now, that doesn't mean you shouldn't have aspiring goals to do everything you can to get there. But it does mean recognizing that it's going to take some time. It's normal. It usually takes a couple of years in the business before you start seeing consistent momentum. And it doesn't mean you're failing. You've got to remember that kind of success and failure are on the exact same path. It's just that success is further along. So having realistic expectation means, 1, accepting that it's going to take some time to get where you want to be. And that sometimes means having a safety net. Now, a safety net can kind of mean 3 different things. You could have another job, or you could have a partner with a stable income so that you're not relying on your income, or you've saved at least 6 months of income, and preferably more, before you get into this business full time. So make a decision that you're in this for the long haul as a career, and accept that it might take you longer to get where you want to be, kind of than you were hoping. And having this mindset will really help insulate you and prevent you from quitting when it's taking longer than expected. That brings us to the third reason many new agents quit, and this one is a doozy. If you have any hope of making it in this business, you've got to be resilient. Building a successful business, it's not easy. It takes dedication and it takes work. And this business is going to knock you down more times than you can imagine. And you've got to keep getting back up. If it knocks you down 5 times, you're going to need to get up 6 times. Another thing that will make you more kind of immune and more resilient is how you view failure. I have often said that I've never failed. And that might sound ridiculously cocky to some, but I genuinely feel that way. I have tried a million different things that didn't work, but that's not the same thing as failing. It's just kind of gathering information. Failure is a mindset, not an end result. I'm going to repeat that again. Failure is a mindset, not an end result. To be successful, you're going to have to try a lot of different things. I call it throwing spaghetti at a wall to see what sticks. Lots of stuff isn't going to stick, but that's not failure. It's just creative exploration. So the last thing I want to say is that when it comes to resiliency, it's to focus on yourself and not your competition. One of the surest ways to feel like a failure is to keep comparing yourself to other realtors and kind of keeping tabs on all the other houses that realtors in your market are selling. That's just torture, seriously. Stop following them on Instagram. Stop paying attention to who bought or sold what listing. Just keep your head down and focus on building your future business. Trust me, it will make you so much happier. All right, the next reason many new realtors quit is because they don't kind of realize what they were getting into. Many women in real estate get into this business because they love houses and home decor and design, and they love helping people. Sound familiar? Well, those are very common reasons, and they actually have very little to do with what being a real estate agent is actually all about. So if you're watching this and you've been in this business for a while, let me know by leaving a comment below that you know exactly what I'm talking about. Building a successful real estate business comes down to two skill sets. One, knowing how to start, grow, and scale a full-fledged business, and that encompasses marketing and advertising and sales and operations and customer service and systems and processes and finances, and the list goes on. And the second skill set is knowing how to deal with people. Irrational, emotional, stubborn people. Trust me, real estate brings out the worst in people, and dealing with clients but also other agents is really going to test you. Do not underestimate how much you're going to need to learn about building and running a business, but also managing people and coaching them to make decisions. If you don't have a plan of how you're going to learn and develop these skills, you might struggle. You're going to find yourself sort of going in circles and not really knowing what to focus on first. And it's going to kind of be difficult to get traction without a plan. Which brings me to the last reason that lots of new agents quit. And that is that they go it alone. There is so much to learn, and unless you're coming into this business with some really relevant business knowledge and experience, it can be a bit paralyzing, especially if you're trying to do it alone. The ones that reach their goals the quickest are the ones that recognize that they can't do it on their own. So they either start on a team, or they get a mentor within their brokerage, or they hire a coach. All three of those options are going to cost you money, but they can absolutely be the difference between kind of making it and quitting. And that's why where you decide to work is so important. Picking the right brokerage is key. So if you want to learn the 10 critical questions you need to ask before you decide to join, check out this video on your screen. Now, this is a new YouTube channel for me, so if you want me to make videos on various topics about working in real estate, make sure that you leave a comment below and let me know what they are. I will see you in the next video, and remember, the more you learn, the more you'll earn, but only if you're actually implementing what you learn. Until next time.